Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I am coming at you on this Friday. First and foremost, I hope everybody have a wonderful day, a good weekend, man, and may positive vibrations reach all of you. Now, with all that being said, we got some breaking news. For those of you who have not heard, Marc Gasol has been traded from the Los Angeles Lakers to the Memphis Grizzlies for the rights to Wayne Zealand, whoever the hell that is. I don't know. So if you act like you do, hey, more power to you. If you do know who it is, shed some light on it for me. But I guess he was a 2016 draft pick for the Memphis Grizzlies, but he's been playing in the Chinese Basketball Association and the CBA. But he does have a promising NBA future, so they say. So I'm not sure when and how he will be brought back, or if it really even matters, because the main thing is what the Lakers were trying to do was free up some money, which they did, because it's going to save them close to $10 million. It's going to allow, and more importantly, it's going to get them an additional roster spot. To me, I don't necessarily like the move. I think Marc Gasol was good as a Laker, and he had a high defensive PER, more than what most people knew, who thought that he just wasn't that great on defense, even though, of course, he had lost a step. But what basically this means is the Lakers are committing. The Lakers are, to me now, I'm just telling y'all, that the Lakers are committing to Anthony Davis being a starting center, because I'm just going to be honest, and there's no knock against Dwight Howard, and there's no knock against DeAndre Jordan. And I'm not nearly saying Marc Gasol is better than any of those two, because all three of them are long in the tooth, and got some wear and tear on them. But at the end of the day, Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan served as rim protectors, and that's something Marc Gasol really couldn't do later on in his career, even though I think he could spread the floor, which I think is important for the Lakers, but being able to spread the floor with the 5 position, to me, that is why I really think that Anthony Davis is going to spend a lot more time at that 5 position. And of course, when Russell Westbrook came to the Lakers, of course, him, LeBron, and AD all talked about their roles and what roles they need to play on the team. With all that being said, it kind of looks like to me that the Lakers are going to roll out a lineup that's probably going to look like, I don't know. I just really think Anthony Davis may just move into the starting center role, even though I know that's something he's not comfortable with. It's something that he hasn't wanted to do. And plus, with his injuries, I don't know if that'll be just the right move for the Lakers. So to be honest, I won't say that this signals that he's going to necessarily be the starting center, but I think it signals he's going to spend a lot more time playing center, because when it's time for the Lakers to spread the floor, like let's just say when they were playing, let's say a team like the Denver Nuggets, in the playoffs or something like that, when you have a center like Jokic who's able to come out and play on the perimeter, that's going to be a heavy disadvantage to the Lakers on defense. Because no way that DeAndre Jordan or Dwight Howard is going to be able to come out and guard, Jokic on the perimeter, nor should they be expected to. So, in that entire series, if the Lakers were to match up with them in the playoffs, then you would look to see, hold on, y'all, I got a call coming in, but they just gonna have to wait. You would look to see that Anthony Davis is going to be the one who's going to be the starter throughout that whole series, because he would have to play that much playing time in order for them to win and compete in that series. That's just the way it is, because if you start a Dwight Howard or DeAndre Jordan, that's going to be a big liability. So the thing is, you're going to have a healthy Anthony Davis, because let's just say Anthony Davis, is going to miss some games, then that's going to put the Lakers probably in a very precarious situation, to where LeBron James really have to play that 4. You have to depend a lot on DeAndre Jordan as well as Dwight Howard to kind of split the playing time, which I think both of them are still athletic and pretty much show great flashes of being able to still run and dunk and do those type of things. And of course, when you have playmakers like a LeBron James and playmakers like a Russell Westbrook is going to probably get him a lot of easy lobs. So it's going to be lob city for the Lakers now instead of for the Clippers, in my opinion, because you even saw that even with a JaVale McGee. But what I really want to mention is that still opens up another roster spot. So it wouldn't be out of the way for the Lakers to go out and still fill this position. I know it's not a whole lot of players out there that's left, but there are still a few. One that really comes to mind is, right when it came to mind, it left my mind that quick, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He actually played for the Lakers for a short amount of time just a year ago before he was waived. So right now I think he's still available. The name gonna come back to me in just a second, but at the end of the day, I feel like, you know, a lot of people in Laker Nation is going to be happy about the move that Marc Gasol is gone. I won't necessarily be one of those people that's thrilled about it just because you were paying Marc Gasol, you know, basically peanuts, little to nothing, and it kept you deep at the center spot. But, you know, like I said, I think this is a signal that, you know, Anthony Davis is going to be playing a whole lot of time at center, and I actually feel if Anthony Davis were to commit to that center position as the starter, and I think the Lakers could be very dangerous. But at the same token, I feel like a starting lineup of a Russell Westbrook, a THT, a LeBron James, a Anthony Davis, and a Dwight Howard could be deadly as well. Just because you're going to have a rim protector in Dwight Howard, you're going to have a stretch four in Anthony Davis, and you know what both of them bring on defense. So you're going to have rim protection out of both of the 4 and the 5, and a forward that's going to be able to stretch the floor. Then, of course, there's no need to say what LeBron James are going to be capable of doing in that 3 spot as a point forward, being able to handle the ball along with Russell Westbrook to get people involved. And then, of course, THT is totally capable of creating his own shot. I know a lot of people might not think that THT is ready, but we'll see how training camp develops in preseason and see who will get that nod, because, of course, the Lakers have brought other guards into the fold who will have something to say about that. And we can see how that battle is going to play out, because it will be interesting. I know a lot of people don't think so, but I think the loss of Caruso on the bench will affect them just because of what he did on defense. And I know a lot of people think he wasn't that great of a defensive player, but I'm telling you what, Caruso did more than just clog the lanes. He really got out there of it. You know, he wasn't afraid to go down to the floor and go after any kind of loose ball and give you that kind of tenacity that you needed on the defensive end. But we'll see how he works out in Chicago. I got a question for y'all. Who do you think is going to have a better season this coming year? Do you think it'll be Caruso, or do you think it'll be Kyle Kuzma in Washington? Of course, all the haters are always going to say, well, these players got so much better because they left LeBron, you know, instead of looking at the chance that they actually going to probably have a lot more opportunities to put the ball in the basket. And speaking of opportunities, Kyle Kuzma had hella opportunities when there were players that was out there who was hurt, and he had additional minutes, but he was just too inconsistent. He was too streaky. I have faith in Kyle Kuzma. I think he's a very athletic player who's capable of getting to the rim, capable of hitting the 3. He just needs to be more consistent in doing so. And he's, as far as crashing the boards, he was doing a very good job at the end of the season as far as getting out there of it on the glass. He just needs to step it up on this defensive end just a little bit better as far as sticking to his man and things of that nature, and also rotating out on 3. Sometimes he gets lost in no man land out there at times. But at the end of the day, you know, whatever lineup the Lakers roll out, they still going to be deep enough, because they got a Rajon Rondo who can come in for Russell Westbrook. You understand what I'm saying? It's just too much at this point. And I know everybody's saying that they old and that they washed up, but at the end of the day, you know, even though I wasn't just thrilled that the Lakers let Marc Gasol go, I'm still very confident that it's not even going to hurt them. So it's not like, oh my God, they lost Marc Gasol. So, you know, that doesn't worry me at all. So it's actually exciting to see who they may just end up filling that roster spot with. You know, the Lakers have shooters. They got Wayne Ellington coming off the bench. He's more than capable. He's a 40% three-point shooter. So, you know, I think the Lakers got a lot better, to be honest. If you look at the team from last year, you know, you replace Dennis Schroeder with Russell Westbrook, that's an upgrade off top. You know, you add a shooter like Wayne Ellington, that's an upgrade. I think you're going to lose something on the defensive end with KCP because he was another player who played great defense. But he was very streaky at times, you know, whenever he was shooting a three. So a lot of those times I didn't know whether or not he was going to make it. So I think the Lakers stepped it up as far as their perimeter shooting. And they're going to be a much better team for all that. But anyway, I got a lot I need to catch up on and I need to get to. So this been your boy B New. I'm saying right on to the real man and much love to y'all fakers, man. I'm up out of here.